Yep, what's up people? So this afternoon I'm going to show you guys how to do rear brake pads on the Civic FK8. So first of all, the fluid that I'm going to be using today is going to be this one. That's the best I could find at the moment, so we're going to go with a .4 660. And the pads we're going to be using today will be the OEM Honda pads for the rear. Now I was going to go an aftermarket set, and I should have after I looked at this. Look how small this is, look how small the brake pad is. It's pretty weak, to be honest, so the next set that I do, I'll definitely be going aftermarket. But I haven't changed the front yet, so I'll do that when I change the front. But for now, let's go and see how to change brake pads. Another way to check if your brake pads are low, you can just look at your brake fluid level and see how it's low at the moment. So I was going to do oil change, and then I noticed that the fluid was quite low. So that's a good indicator to show you that either your front or your rear pads have been worn a bit. So let's come back here. Socket size 22 for all these nuts, besides my nuts. So yeah, as you can see, it's fairly worn, and that's the reason why I was using some brake fluid. So now we're going to replace these ones, some OEM pads that I got from JDM Yard actually, because no one stocked them over here. So the next step is you've got to just pop this bracket here off. So watch your face. Sound pops off. Keep that, because you're definitely going to need that. Don't let your dog take it either. So at the back here, you just got to pop this like rubber thing off. There. Then it takes the torque socket, 45. That bad boy goes in there. Take your ratchet. So there's another one here on top that you're going to have to take out, same size. So here you can see, here's the old one. And this is after, I think there's 11,000 Ks in the car. And that's the fresh one that we will be putting in. But see how it doesn't even use that piece of the brake pad. So your brake pad is pretty much just the raised section, which is not much in the first place. So if you're going to replace your pads on the FK8 Civic, I would highly recommend to go some aftermarket, because these OEM ones don't have that much meat, and they obviously don't last that long. Although I do drive like a semi-lunatic, nevertheless. So yeah, so top bolt on the caliper comes off, the top one there, on top there, and then the one at the bottom. Flip the whole caliper up. Just make sure that you keep these lines slack, so that you don't either pull it, tear it, or split the lines. Now we've got to push this piston back in there, so that the new pads can fit in when we put the new pads over here, and we put the caliper back on, so that that doesn't push against the new said pads, because the new pads are obviously much thicker than the worn ones. You see? So yeah, as you can see, these are the OEM pads. They got arrows on them because these are actually rotational pads, so do not put these in the wrong way. The arrow means it goes obviously upwards. Worn one, fresh one, arrow at the back, make sure it faces upwards in this situation. So this is the driver's rear. So I just put the one I needed to clip on out of the kit. So you just take the one you need, clips on the piston, and then all you do is you just turn the lever back, tighten that bitch. before, the piston is now pushed completely back. Let's get the brake pad. Now we're just pumping the old brake fluid through. And when you do this, you need 2 people. So one will be at the nipple, and one has to pump the brake fluid through. And while you're doing that, your line will take it to the front to show you where you've got to top up. So you want to make sure that there's fluid in there as well while you're pumping through. Otherwise, you can pump air through the system, and then you have to read the valve.